evening, everyone. Today we will have group discussion about the debates between Samsung and Apple, on which company is better in the market right now. This is due to the fact that currently there is high competitiveness between Samsung and Apple, whereby these two companies are the world largest and the most successful tech company with millions of people using their product every day. However, there are some key differences between them, and we will explore these differences as well as discuss the pros and cons of both companies in this discussion. So, do any of you guys have any opinions on which is better between these two tech companies?
I think Samsung is better than Apple because their phones are cheaper and have more features. For examples, Samsung phones have expandable storage and a headphone jack, which are features that are missing on most Apple phones. Samsung has the Bluetooth option, while Apple does not have that option. Apple users need to download AirDrop to send or receive a file. The sharing also can be done among the Apple phones only, but for Samsung, it is very convenient to share files through the Bluetooth with any Android phones. Samsung has dominated the smartphone market for years. According to 2021 report by Gartner, Samsung has maintained the number one spot globally with a 19% market share in smartphone sales, whereas Apple is in the second spot with 16.7% market share. Moreover, innovative research and development has always been the cornerstone of Samsung. Tablets, camcorders, smartphones, cameras, TVs, videos, and audio equipment, memory cards, computer, and other accessories are some of the examples. To obtain cutting-edge technology and increase global R&D capability, they have 16 abroad R&D and facilities and 7 AI centers throughout the world.
Sorry, but I disagree with you. I think Apple is better because their phones are more durable and have a better design compared to Samsung. Let me give you an example. Both Apple and Samsung have some of the best product designs in the industry. However, if you want a smaller phone in Samsung lineup, the companies remove some features from the larger device. On the other hand, Apple's launched 4 different models now, all of which have the same basic features. Besides, Apple's operating system is more user-friendly and its App Store has a wider selection of apps. Also, many apps tend to launch on Apple device first, so Android users often have to wait years to get their hands on them. For example, Instagram was launched on iPhone in 2010 but didn't arrive on Android until 2012. Procreate is iOS exclusive, however, Google has its own set of apps that are only available on Android. And for long-term Android users, these are embedded into their workflows.
Okay, if you guys ask me, I do agree with Yin Yin's opinions. As a user of both companies' products, I believe that one factor that distinguishes Apple from Samsung is their customer service. This is because Apple is known for providing excellent customer service as they are more attentive and personalized, which lead them to have high level of customer satisfaction records. For example, in my experience, whenever I had problem with one of my Apple products, I was always able to get helps and have my Apple products repaired quickly and easily. But with Samsung, I had more difficulty getting support when I needed it, since they always give excuse for not having stock of spare part for my Samsung product series and make me unable to use the product for a long period as it was late to be fixed.
I think Samsung has made a lot of progress in recent years in terms of improving their customer service and support. They have opened more service centers and offer online support through their website and social media channels. I've had positive experience with Samsung's customer service in the past. Besides, Samsung has a wider range of products, including TVs, laptops, and home appliances, while Apple is more focused on their phones and computers. However, in terms of innovation, I do think Apple is ahead because they were the first to introduce features like facial recognition and wireless charging and products that have changed the world, such as iPhone, iPads, and AirPods. Apple is determined to build and craft better, more proficient technology devices. Moreover, it isn't a big news that Apple is a favorable brand in corporate offices, especially among creative professionals. Apple offers top quality technology solution for every corporation's needs. Professionals prefer high performance technology such as Mac Pro or iMac for visual design, animation, video production, and other creative work. Furthermore, Liam made it possible for Apple to be sustainable. Liam is a recycling robot for iPhones that is disassembles and analyzes an iPhone. It completely disassembles them, leaving only one boot. Most iPhone components can be recycled, as many reusable components as possible are produced by Liam. These reusable components are then organized and securely kept in order to be utilized in future manufacture. Apple has been increasing the range of service it offers for many years. Digital content shops, streaming services, iCloud, Apple Care, and payment systems are just a few of Apple's services.
Yeah, that's right. In addition to this, Apple also has put a lot of emphasis on security recently with the app's tracking transparency, which strictly controls the access of third-party and native applications to your personal data. Apple has continued its momentum by launching Safety Check and automatic verification. With Safety Check, Apple wants to offer more controls to users who share passwords or access to certain apps and data like geolocations, and automatic verification is a new feature from the Apple that bypass CAPTCHA that annoying those annoying verification tools that make sure you are not a robot. On the other hand, Samsung offers its secret folders, which allow you to store all your photos, video files, applications, and data away from prying eyes in a folder secured by a password or the fingerprint sensor. But in any case, no matter how much control an interface gives you over your data, the level of threat depends on factors beyond your control, such as the irregularity of updates and the ease and speed which hackers can exploit vulnerabilities. In this case, Apple offers more frequent and regular updates for all its devices, a closed ecosystem that is harder to penetrate, and an app store with a stricter verification process. All these factors are still missing in Samsung. So while the balance of powers is not as greatly screwed as it was in the past, Apple is still a step above.
Okay. If you guys are done with giving your opinions for this discussion, I think it's time for us to make a conclusion on the debates between Samsung versus Apple. But firstly, I want to say thank you all for sharing your thought and opinion for this discussion. So, what can I conclude from this discussion is both companies have their own unique strengths and weaknesses, and it ultimately comes down to personal preference. This is what is important is to choose a product that meets your needs and fits your budget. However, if we want to choose from a value for money perspective, with the fact that have a lot of advantages rather than Samsung, and fact of fast price drop for Samsung than Apple, it shows that Apple is able to retain its value better over time than Samsung. Even Apple is popular with overpriced product, yet if we are capable and can afford it, the recommended product will be the Apple product since you will able to resell an Apple product for a far better price than a Samsung product. As at the end of the day, we will change this product to the new ones. So I think that's all for our discussion. Thank you all.